Biomutant just dropped, and already players are wondering how to take down the Eastern World Eater. If you too want to know how to defeat the Porky Puff in Biomutant, you've come to the right place. So once you get the quest to kill it, the Porky Puff will be chilling in a big pool of water cordoned off by a high wall. This area is creatively named Porky Puff Place. You'll need to use the little jet ski you were given, or the Googlide, to get there. You'll also need a level 2 engine to get through the thick green sludge. On your way to Porky Puff Place, watch out for bombs floating in the water and enemy ships, as they will fire on sight. Once you get close enough, you'll trigger a cutscene and the fight will start. The first stage of defeating the Porky Puff in Biomutant is pretty easy. Simply ride around on your Googlide, shooting at the weak spots on the World Eater's legs, as well as the top of its head. When you've shot a weak point enough times, it should burst and make a popping noise. The Porky Puff will react in pain and lose a small amount of health. Keep doing this and it'll eventually fall down. When this happens, unload your gun into its face. It's worth mentioning that there are a lot of floating bombs that you can grapple by pressing square on PlayStation, and then pressing square again will release it. Eventually, the bomb will detonate. Although the game tells you to drag these bombs under the Porky Puff, it takes way too much time to get a bomb under the beast, and it offers such little damage, it's really not worth your time. At this stage, the Porky Puff only has one attack that you should be watching out for. It will send a ranged wave attack that will take a small amount of your health. It's quite simple to avoid just by pressing the sprint button to go faster on your Googlide. Once you've damaged the Porky Puff enough times, a cutscene will trigger and the beast will begin swimming underwater with its tail in the air. It will look like a scene from Jaws. At this point, all you need to do is avoid the World Eater. It's simple enough to avoid again by pressing the sprint button to go faster on your Googlide. As it leaps from under the water, you'll get a prompt to fire a rubber duck, which will distract the World Eater. Then it's business as usual. Do exactly what you did during stage 2. Just keep firing your guns at the Porky Puff's weak spots. Then once it goes down, unleash your ammo into its head. Eventually, you'll damage the Porky Puff enough to trigger another cutscene. This will be your final showdown. This time, you'll fight it on land. Use all of the ranged weapons you have to take down the Eastern World Eater. It will have 2 major attacks here, and timing your dodges and jumps right will help you out massively. It will start by throwing rocks at you. They normally come in 2s and are pretty easy to avoid. Timing your rolls perfectly will slow down time. It's easier if you just spam the roll button, as there may be a rogue third rock thrown at some point. The second attack is a wave of undodgeable dirt. Simply jump over these. They come in 3s, so don't attack again until you've jumped over all 3 waves of dirt. Keep dodging and jumping until you see an opening to hit the Porky Puff again. You'll then trigger a cutscene following its death. And that is it for our video on how to defeat the Porky Puff in Biomutant. If you liked the video, please go ahead and do just that. And don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything glitchy. For more glitches and exploits on your favourite games, you can follow us on Twitter at GamingExploits, or you can visit our website at gamingexploits.com.